Hi, my name is Michael Trout, as you know, and I'm here doing a talk about Foundups House. I want to give you an update on the plan for next year. I'm here in Florida working on Foundups House, Florida, and I'm planning to go to Silicon Valley in January and starting to manage and setting up our first actual Foundups House in Silicon Valley, or outside Silicon Valley in the suburbs. And we have other houses that are going to be set up in Bangalore, in Cambodia, in Virginia, in Chennai, and other places around the world. So what's a Foundup House? Well, a Foundup House is a cross between a hacker house, which is a house where entrepreneurs come in. It is a house that ultimately is a cross between a fab lab, because every hacker house is going to have basically a CNC router for making beehives and other things, and also it's going to have a 3D printer for also making cool stuff. And each Foundup House is also a permaculture homestead. Imagine transforming suburbia into homes that are off the grid, and homes where innovation is launched. But not just any innovation, but bottom-up innovation. Imagine every house is basically bringing together folks from around the world in order to launch Foundups. You know, Foundups start up as projects of Foundups Corp, and as they level up, they ultimately either stay as they are, where they don't go up any more levels. For example, a permaculture farm or homestead may have no profit motive, and it may reach a point, and then it may start to generate small income, which will help subsidize the food in the house. It will never become a business, so to speak. Other Foundups will level up, and they will become multi-million-dollar, projects. But these projects, similar to what YouTube is to Google and other, will become subsidiaries of Foundups Corp. Now, what we're doing is creating a venue for Foundups to happen, and this has been the missing link, a venue. How and where do Foundups happen? Well, that's been the big question that I've been struggling with for years, and trying to motivate people just to launch them hasn't been successful. We need places for Foundups to launch. And not only that, the added advantage is we can basically establish a Foundups headquarters in every community in the world. And imagine this, let's say you want a beehive. Well, instead of you having to pay $200, $300, $400 for a beehive, you can get one for $100 at a Foundups House. Let's say you want something made or whatever, you will be able to basically have it produced at a Foundups House through a 3D printer. Let's say you want something delivered. Guess what? We can make it locally and deliver it locally and pay someone, instead of you paying UPS or someone else, have it paid. So each house ultimately can become potentially its own business. It becomes its own little college, because each Foundup House will have master classes. Like if you come to the Florida Foundups House, I'm going to be teaching you about basically permaculture, about building, dry toilets for free, and what do you do and how do you manage that, and so on and so on and so on. So imagine every morning you have a week of permaculture, and then the next week is going to be on on sustainable energy, like building solar panels, like building a wind turbine. And here's the cool thing: is we go to junkyards, we go around, we find the material, reuse the material that's out there to build it. We'll be setting up aquaponics, hydroponics, fish farms, all these different things, building organic ponds and stuff in their homes. We will be building wells the old-fashioned way, right? So we don't have to spend $5,000 for someone to build a well. We'll build a well with 5 guys, 6 guys, and so on. So I want you to imagine homes where Foundups are launched. And here's the really cool thing. Imagine this: you're a manager of a Foundup House, kind of like how a pilot can basically fly for free. You can live for free anywhere in the world. Imagine saying, hey, I want to spend a month in Cambodia, and maybe the Cambodian manager says, hey, I want to spend a month in Florida. Well, he comes to Florida, manages the house. I go to Cambodia, manage the house, run it for a month or 2 or whatever, however long you guys agree, and we can start setting up multiple. As we set up one Foundup House, they'll become 2, become 4, become 8, become 16. We're going to see an exponential growth of Foundup House because, you see, anyone can set up a Foundups House. Anyone. And all you need to do is to basically become a patron of Foundups, because when you become a patron of Foundups, guess what? You get access to the rights to do anything with Foundups. Patron for as little as $1 a month buys you the franchise of Foundups. Imagine that, being able to buy a McDonald's franchise for $1. Well, with Foundups, that's the case. So the vision that we're executing next year is an important milestone for Foundups, and it's just the beginning. And I appreciate my patrons who are here who have made it possible. Thank you.